Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm bringing you some skincare tips for when you are traveling, and I'm gonna show you what I personally do when I travel. So travel can really mess up my skin. There's dry plain air, there's stress, there's a different diet when you're traveling, there are changes in the pH of the water that you're washing your face with, and even salt water from the ocean and more sun exposure can really mess up your skin. So I am going to Costa Rica very soon, which is a very hot, sunny climate, and I'm so excited to be back on a beach. So because I'm going to a very sunny destination, I actually stop all photosensitizing actives a week before I go. So I stop my retinol palmitate use, I stop my alpha hydroxy acids, any sort of ingredients that induce photosensitivity in the skin, I stop. Because my sunscreen application is not perfect, so I want my skin to be as resilient as possible so that I don't have to deal with any excess sunburn or excess UV damage from the sun. So when I personally travel, I like to go back to longtime favorites that I've consistently loved for quite a while now. So here's what I'm bringing. I am absolutely bringing sunscreen. Sunscreen is like the most important thing that I can bring to a beach destination because I gotta protect my skin. These are the two sunscreens that I'm bringing with me. I think I'll be using this Misha Sun Milk Essence a little bit more because it is more of a lightweight texture, whereas the Crave Beauty Beach Shield is a little bit more hydrating, a little bit more moisturizing. And so I have a feeling I'm not gonna have a problem with dry skin because my skin is going to be, you know, comforted by the humidity in the air. So it's important to also bring sunscreens when you're going to like a hot tropical destination, to bring sunscreens that you know you can over apply. So with the Misha Sun Milk, with the Crave Beauty Beach Shield, both of these products I know I can over apply in layers, and it doesn't feel too sticky, it doesn't feel too occlusive, it doesn't feel too suffocating on the skin, it doesn't leave a white cast. I think this is probably my favorite formulation for a beach because it is a very lightweight formula. It is alcohol based, and so if you have extremely sensitive skin that's very sensitive to alcohol, I don't think this is the best idea for you, but my skin is actually pretty okay with it. So I do like using this one a lot, and I can apply it in layers. So what I do is I apply it to my skin, and then I will wait a couple minutes to do something else, and then I'll come back and reapply the sunscreen to my face again for extra security. And then additionally, it's really easy to reapply because it's a cute little compact bottle. It can fit really easily in my bag that I take with me to the beach or the pool, and it's really easy to reapply. I like this a lot because it doesn't have a crazy white cast that's left behind on my skin, so I don't need a mirror to reapply this because I don't have any sort of like whiteness or sunscreen lines to blend in. So because I'm wearing so much sunscreen, I do think it's important to pay attention to what sort of cleanser you're using. And so I'm actually gonna bring a balm cleanser with me. This is the Pharmacy Green Clean Balm Cleanser. I talked about this in my February favorites video, so you should definitely watch that video for my full thoughts on this product. But I'm definitely bringing this because I find that, you know, when I'm wearing a ton of sunscreen, there can be some buildup on my skin from the sunscreen. And so a oil-based balm cleanser really does the trick of just getting everything off in a very gentle way. I'm actually running kind of low, so I feel like I should have picked more up from Sephora, but I'm just gonna use what I have, and I do have a travel size of another balm cleanser that I'll take with me. As far as my actual cleanser goes, this is the only travel size that I have right now. And honestly, I do love this cleanser, and so I'm going to bring it with me. But this is the Youth to the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Superfood Cleanser. This is a glass bottle, which is really nice because you can recycle it. But this cleanser is really nice. It foams up really beautifully on my Luna Mini 2 from Foreo, which I really like because I feel like it's really doing its job. Even though cleansers do not have to foam up for them to be effective cleansing agents, I personally just like the sensory experience of a foaming cleanser. This cleanser is super gentle, which I think is really important because when you're traveling, like I said, there are a lot of stresses. Your skin is dealing with a lot of stuff, like the changes in the environment and the climate and whatever sort of stuff you're putting on your skin, like sunscreen. And so you need to have a really great cleanser to just take everything off and be really gentle on your skin. This cleanser is great because it doesn't strip my skin dry. You never want to have that really like tight, squeaky clean feeling on your skin. That's never a good idea because that means that you have disrupted your skin barrier and your skin is feeling really parched and really dry. You never want to do that. I personally love this cleanser and will be taking it with me. As far as serums go, I'm only going to bring one serum with me, and that is the Vis Viva Urea 5% and Niacinamide 5% Rosewater Serum. serum. Now, none of the ingredients in here are photosensitizing, which, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I want to avoid as much as possible. I'm not going to Costa Rica for like a crazy long amount of time, so my skin is not going to necessarily miss out on using the AHA or the retinol palmitate or anything like that. Rather, I just want to make sure that my skin is really hydrated. I also want to make sure that I have antioxidants such as niacinamide, because, you know, UV damage is a thing and my sunscreen application is not perfect. So I want to have some sort of antioxidant activity in order to combat sort of free radical damage from UV exposure. This little serum is the mini size, which is great because it's perfect to travel with. It's really tiny and really efficient to just throw in your like liquids bag to pass through TSA or to put in a check bag. So I will probably be using the serum a day and night underneath my sunscreen in the morning, and then also underneath my moisturizer at night. And then for moisturizer, I'm going back to one of my all-time favorites, which is the Inkey List Hemp Moisturizer. I think it's just the perfect size to travel with because it's only 1 ounce. It's really tiny, and it's also really affordable, which is really great because I go through this pretty quickly. I actually bought another one and it's coming in the mail tomorrow, so I'll be well stocked. So I actually did buy a new vitamin C serum, but I'm actually not gonna bring it with me on this trip because, like I said, I like to go back to old time favorites. I don't like to include any new products that I've been testing out when I travel because I just don't want to introduce any sort of like new irritation into the mix. So my best advice for travel skincare is to keep it simple. Don't overdo actives. Use what your skin loves, and now is not the time to try new products. And also, it's really important to pay attention to how your skin feels. So if your skin is feeling, you know, pretty normal and the climate is rather humid, maybe forgo your beauty oil and don't use it. It's all about paying attention to what your skin needs and also making sure that you set yourself up for success by not going for any sort of like new crazy product. I know that when we travel, we love it to go into our stash of minis. I don't know about you, but like I have a stash of like mini travel size things that are samples or deluxe samples that I got from Sephora or Ulta. And so I love to dig into there and look for products to try out, but I always have to remind myself that now is not the time to try new products. I know it may be convenient to have like a mini size of a product waiting for you, but even if it's something really simple like a cleanser, don't risk it. Just get mini sizes of things that you know that you love and just go with that. My skincare routine is in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products, which is really not a lot. I might bring some sheet masks here and there for me to try, but again, there are sheet masks that I've tried before and I know my skin reacts really well to. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any skincare products like these that I have mentioned here today that are your holy grail skincare products that you cannot live without and that you always travel with, then comment those products down below in the info box, not the info box, the comments, so that I can go read them. But with all that being said, that is my entire travel skincare routine. It's really simple, and also those are my travel tips for skincare. Like I said, just keep it simple, don't overdo actives, and just don't introduce new things into your routine. Stick to products that you know your skin loves. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching and spending this time with me. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!